How you doing, guys? I'm back again. As you can see, this is another part of the Apocalypse storeroom, or the stuff room as I like to call it. And you can see my semi-extensive collection of cans in the back. I've done reviews before on the can rotator systems that I have here, both the FightGo or FIFA can tracker and the Shelf Reliance systems here, so you can check out those videos as well. It's definitely something to look into. And they have shelf systems as well, so if you don't want to use the ones on existing shelves. But that is not the point of this video. I wanted to talk today about how the investment aspect versus the preparedness aspect when referring to spending your money on things like stored food, security systems, solar panels and stuff like that. A lot of times when people look at something like, I'm going to use a solar panel for example because I see this investment kind of a making your money back concept come up a lot. And basically the concept's like this. You take a solar panel system and you say it'll cost $5,000 to put in, and you'll save $100 a month on your power bill. So they say, okay, wow, well that'll take, you know, for every $1,000 that'll take 10 months. So it'll take 50 months for me to make back my investment. So, and it will actually take a lot longer than that. You're not going to save $100 a month unless you have a much more than a $5,000 system. But let's say you save $25 a month. So they say, okay, gosh, it'll take 4 months for every $100, so 40 months for every $1,000, so it'll be like 200 months before I make my money back, so it's not worth it. And I think that's the wrong way of looking at it. If your only goal is to save money, you should try to save money. There's ways to do that too. But that's not why I would put a solar panel system in. I would put a solar panel system in to be independent of the system and to not have to worry about whether the power is there for me, whether I have money to pay for it. Because if you have that money now, bam, you have power every month. Now, if you lose your job, you can't pay your power bill. You know what I mean? But you'll still have power coming from your solar panel system that you've already purchased. And that's worth more to me than the amount of money that you're saving. I don't have a solar panel system, at least not yet, because they are rather expensive. But the concept's the same with stored food. People bring up the aspect of, oh, you're saving money. And you can. I mean, it's possible that you'll save money because you can buy food at today's prices and eat it at tomorrow's insanely inflated prices, or if it's not even available. But that's not why I'm doing it. I would consider this expenditure simply, what I'm buying is the peace of mind. I'm buying food when there might not be any. And it has nothing to do with whether or not in the long term I would spend more or less than living like the average sheeple, because that is not even factoring into my thinking at all. I really don't care if by the time I die I've spent twice as much money on food as the some, you know, fucking yuppie who doesn't worry about all, has a day of food in their pantry. What I'm worried about is whether I have food or not, and whether I have power or not, and that's what I'm spending my money on. So don't get caught up in the whole investment aspect of it. I mean, it's helpful sometimes when it does make sense from an investment perspective as a means to convince people to do it, but don't use that as your only way to convince them, because not all of it does make sense from an investment standpoint. You're not always going to like make your money back. But just like you don't always make your money back on health insurance, you know what I mean? A lot of times you'll pay more into the system than you would get back out of it. But that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because you want to have health care there available for you when you need it. And that's the same with the food. I'm not doing this because I think it'll necessarily save me money in the long term. I don't really care. I'm doing it because now I know I have food here when I need it. And if I had the solar panels, then I would know I had power there when I need it. Not because I think it'll save me money necessarily. So just remember, don't get caught up in the investment aspect of it. Focus on your needs and being self-sufficient. That's all I got for now. Let me know what you guys think. And go ahead and let me know what you think are the best and worst in terms of investments, even though I don't think it matters. Just let me know what your thoughts are. I'll talk to you guys later.